Sa gitna ng isang matindi at tila mahaba-haba pang laban, pakinggan natin ang kwento ng pag-asa at inspirasyon ng isang COVID-19 survivor. Makakasama natin ngayon live ang isang pastor ng isang church, si Garvic Garcia. Good evening. Magandang gabi sa iyo, Pastor Garvic.
Magandang gabi. Magandang gabi, Tia. Magandang gabi sa buong bayan. Magandang umaga at hapon na rin.
Pastor Garvic, let's begin with...
Yes.
Oh, nga no. Umpisa natin dito, Pastor Garvic. No? Tell us your COVID story. You lived a charmed life. God made it easy for you. It wasn't problem-free, but it was definitely easy. And then you get COVID. Paano nangyari to?
Yeah. So, kaming lahat sa pamilya, talagang medyo obsessed yung misis ko sa making sure that everybody is doing well, mga disinfectants and all that. Pero meron kami dalawang household, yung isa yung granddaughter ko, may bumisita. Now, I'm not blaming yung bisita, no? I'm not blaming him, her in any way. Pero because hindi niya alam na may COVID-19 sa bahay niya. So she brought it. Ang una pong tinamaan yung granddaughter ko, si River. Tapos po yung pamilya ko doon. And then, ang bilis, grabe. Nag-transfer na sa amin. All of us exhibited flu-like symptoms.
All right.
Yun.
So, 12 of you, no? In two households. Is that correct?
12. Ang update ay,
Okay.
5 are okay,
And
so
then,
7 to
what
go.
was interesting here, 7 to go. 5 are okay, including you know. But anyway, before we get to that point, Garvic, I learned that ayaw mo pang mag-check-in sa ospital. Is that right?
Yeah, totoo yun. Ganyan talaga siguro lalaki, di ba? Parang ayaw talaga. And talagang yung mga member friends ko sa church, they were really urging me, yung mga doctors especially, they were urging me to go. And the reason I did not want to go, kasi wala namang room eh. I knew that. So I spent about 3 days sa may triage. I spent 3 days sa mga driveway ng hospital just waiting for an opening.
So totoo pala yung mga kwentong yun, ano? Mga tao naghihintay sa driveway ng mga ospital for days on end. Pero you also didn't want to check in kasi daw takot ka na baka mamatay ka na nga because yun na nga yung naririnig mo, right? Na kapag pumasok ka ng ospital, baka hindi ka na makalabas, diretso ka ICU, diretso cremate paglabas mo dyan sa ICU, no? Pero ikwento mo sa amin, Garvic, yung Thursday night sa ER. Tell us about what happened and how you felt at that time.
Okay, noong Thursday night, I was trying to be strong para sa wife ko. Ang nangyari po, nandun kami sa driveway. I was trying to pretend that I was okay. Pero alam mo, may heavy feeling sa chest. Tapos nagiging nahihilo ka na. At ang nangyayari po ay talagang wala na. I felt I was going to die. Of course, the doctors probably thought na hindi mangyayari yon. And let me just kill the light para pakipatay itong ilaw na. At ganun po ang nangyari. And finally, nag-open and I was able to go. And yung yung ER was full of people. Sobrang daming tao. So yun po.
Okay. Yeah, and again, that's another true story. I was interviewing the president of St. Luke's, no, for Quezon City and Taguig, and he would always say almost every day, puno ang ER at ang dami naghihintay doon. So totoo talaga yon. But Garvic, is it true you prayed for a quick death, sabi mo?
Yes.
At
Yes.
pero kasabay noon, so you prayed for a quick death, but at the same time, and this is very interesting, nagkwento ka dun sa testimony mo sa Facebook. Sabi mo yung mga nurses daw ang sabi nila, kakaiba daw yung ER cubicle mo.
Yeah. Yes, I prayed for a quick death kasi I really did not want to go through yung intubation, even yung whatever that they put and to be sa ICU. Ayoko talagang mangyari yon. So ganun po ang nangyari. I went in, I thought mamamatay na talaga ako. The feeling was just so terrible. Pero ang nangyari po was every time the doctors would come in, I'll try to smile. I'll try to welcome them. Ako yung pinaka-cooperative na pasyente. And they noticed that. And they were asking about what's the difference.
Okay. Garvic, dun sa mga reflections mo no, about what was going on, it was interesting because yung mga Facebook videos mo nga nagkikwento ka, nag-record ka sa yung hospital room. You were talking to people about God's message to you in all of this, no? And you have a very beautiful message. You read a passage from the book of Ephesians, no? And you talked about how God is able to do immeasurably more than you can ask and more than you can imagine. Tell us more about that.
That's true. I really didn't know what God would do, pero I knew that He wanted me to do something. And so I need to hold on sa mga bagay that I really believe in. Ito yung mga constant. When everything is changing, you hold on to the constant. So ano yun? That Jesus Christ died for me. That our Father loves us with an everlasting love. That He's able to do in a minute more than what we can do in a lifetime. So I was holding on to that. Yung mga truths and yung mga, alam mo yung COVID, season yan, it's a season. Now, it's really terrible. I have had classmates, si Joel who died sa Ateneo, sa Ateneo. That was shocking for me. And I thought I would go the same route. No? And ganun rin mangyari sa akin. Pero totoo yun, the COVID experience ay hindi po COVID experience. It's God experience in the pandemic. And I love it. I love it that God would do that.
Garvic, you mentioned Joel Banayad. Well, we are college batchmates. Joel, our college batchmate who passed away late last month. So what does it mean to you? No? You survived, Joel didn't, and it's interesting when you talk about reconnection, you talk about, sabi mo nga, and you asked for clarity, no? At the start of the year, you talked about how grateful you are, and you even say that you thanked God for what happened to you, no?
Yeah. Ayoko naman maging flippant, tapos yung, alam mo yung toxic positive na, this is a blessing, ayoko naman ganon. But yes, more than the COVID, it's really the presence of God was so real sa akin. And I recognize there are people who are suffering, there are people who don't have resources. I recognize there are people who die, and talagang my heart goes out to them. Pero I'm just talagang iniisip ko, Lord, bakit ako? No? Why would I be okay? And why would my whole family be recovering?
Okay, final words from you, Garvic. I'm sure you had plenty of time for introspection, reflection. Siyempre, nag-iisa ka doon sa hospital room, wala kang kausap, unless na may ka-FaceTime ka sa family mo, no? Tell us that final message of yours.
All right, my final message is simple. Alam nyo, totoo lang, God, when you know the love of God, you can't go wrong. It will be the one who will help you go through whatever problems. And I know when I was 12 years old, I gave my life to Jesus. And because I read, somebody taught me, John 3:16, for God so loved the world that He gave His only Son, that whoever believes in Him will not perish but have eternal life. So that became the foundation of my life. And I know, kung ano man mangyari sa akin, totoo ito, noon inisip ko, what would happen if I face death? Now I know, I would be okay with it. The overwhelming feeling was, alam mo yung sadness that I couldn't hold my wife's hand anymore. Pero ito po, this foundation is the one where I build my life on, that Jesus died for me and He offers me eternal life, abundant life.
Thank you for sharing your story with us tonight, Pastor Garvic Garcia. May God grant you more than you can ever imagine. Good luck and stay safe.